Yeah, I did a thing off the sipper. So yeah, it was. It felt good though. It was great. So good, so great. So here's the thing. I have an opportunity. It's a tremendous opportunity. And oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to Unsportsmanlike Comics. Actually, I didn't like that. Coffee, can you do the intro?
Oh yeah, I got you, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unsportsmanlike Comics. I am your co-host, Coffee Black KB. And with me, as always, is the extraordinary JW, Jeff Webb. What's going on, baby?
Hey, bud. So, all right, welcome. Hello. Happy to be here.
Right. Late night sesh, though. Check it. Late night sesh.
It's late. It's 11:52 p.m. on Tuesday, March 12th.
So if y'all see us indulging like you see me, and right now I'm on a heater. Okay, I'm smoking the heater. You see Jeff, he fighting through it. Okay, we got liquor, we got other indulgences in us. You know, we won't say them out loud because we, you know.
We're in areas where it's totally legal for us to be doing the things that we're doing.
Some of the things.
That's our story. That's what we're saying. We record in free lands. Freedom.
All
right, but seriously, this is crazy. Okay, so you are standing in my wedding, good sir.
Yes, sir.
Very exciting. That is happening on August 3rd. That is a Saturday.
Absolutely.
Rehearsal dinner is on not the Friday. Rehearsal dinner is going to be on the Thursday. That's Thursday, August 1st. Okay, that's very important for you to remember.
Okay.
If you would like to come to the bridal shower, it's going to be on April 28th. It's a Sunday.
Is that co-ed?
It is co-ed. If you would like to come, you are more than welcome. However, I understand if you don't want to. Now,
I've been to plenty. I will be
all
there.
That being said, that's very cool, and I'm very excited about it. But here's the thing about the weekend of my wedding, Coffee. There's a Friday night headlining spot at Decibels that needs to be filled the night before my wedding. And I feel like that's something I have to do.
Okay.
I need this. Do you have any idea how legendary it would go? That place would be packed to the brim. You saw the headlining spot last time. This time, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Sold out.
For the chat, for our growing fan base here. Even if you come back after we are 20, 30 episodes in, 100 episodes in, and you want to come back and watch some retro shows, all right, let me explain something. Right? If when y'all fans and y'all come to a comedy show, right? You go to a comedy club, you go to a show in the bar, or you go to a theater. You guys come, you pay your money, you get drinks, you guys laugh, hopefully, and you enjoy the night. You might get dinner before, you go on your way, cool. When you are the talent, not all talent, I won't indict our whole community.
I'm about to be indicted.
But there is a vast majority of us. After we perform, first of all, the week leading up to a performance it's something else. One day we got to do a show where we dial back from the sports and we just talk about what we do, in our careers as comics. But the night of a show, the day of a show, the focus you must have. I mean, some guys, the pros, they're not thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe they might be just talking shit. I don't understand that. For me and for who I know this man to me, you are locked in days before, the day of, and hours before. And afterwards, after a show, it's a different ball game. Right? Because you're not doing two, you're going to do one, right? It's at Decibel, so you're doing one show. The adrenaline, right? 45 minutes, hour.
I've never done less than an hour and 10 there.
Right. And then you get married the next day, right? You would have already done your bachelor festivities. We going to Vegas, right?
July 7th.
Right. So that night, you got the next day in your head, the stress of a wedding. Okay, now you've actually officiated a wedding not too long ago, right? And I know you stood up, right? You've been a groom in a wedding or two before,
God.
right?
I've been in probably a dozen weddings, and I've officiated like 15.
Right. So you already know. But this is new for you because you're now the groom. It's going to be a lot of stress. It's going to be a lot of shit that you and the bride are going to have to deal with. To throw a show the night before, right? And then the shit that happens after a show the day before.
I'm gonna let you finish. Get all your thoughts out. Get all these thoughts out.
Hey, look, man.
Please. I'm noting all of these. I'm noting.
Listen. As a brother, as a friend, I would advise against it. But also as a comedian and brother in the craft, I'm absolutely all for it. Like, you gotta do that shit for the next.
I have
right?
to.
Like for the next. Like, you gotta do it for the next one. You gotta do it for the bit. You gotta do it for the next one. I don't know. It could be incredibly stellar, right? It's one of those things where it's like a pass or fail. Like, it's either gonna be fucking amazing, or
no. Fuck your or. Fuck your or, motherfucker. Have you ever seen me on stage? There is no or.
Oh, hey,
it's going to be the best fucking set you have ever seen in that venue.
So wait a minute. All right, hold on. So it's opening. So who all on that show? Is it just the open night? That scheduled block is open?
It is. I would like Dean Jernigan to host. And I would like Coffee Black and Joe Tidd, my two groomsmen, to be on the show with me.
Oh man, it's up then. It's up. Oh, it's crazy. Now, hey, okay then. Then here we go.
All three of us are in the wedding.
Oh, all right then. Okay then. Then it's jam packed. I can tell you right now, it's going to be off the chain, baby. It's going to be off the chain. Hey, what is the bridesmaid situation like? Like what?
Now, I know what you're asking. Also, acknowledge that this is a recorded media that my future bride can refer to at any time in the near future.
Anytime she can. Look, she know her future brother, her current and future brother. She know I ain't shit.
Absolutely.
She know I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know I ain't shit.
But seriously. Let me tell you this. This is the situation. Because she said originally, she was like, absolutely not, right? Like, gut reaction. She said, and I quote, my gut reaction is no. But here's the thing about Lacey. Here's the thing about Lacey. She said, and I quote, God, I love this fucking girl. She said, my gut reaction is no. But I can't come up with the excuse as to why I think that it's a no. So therefore, I don't think that I have an argument against it. And that is like, that answer in and of itself is why I'm marrying this fucking girl. Because she's like, look, my emotions say no, but also logically there's no reason for you not to.
Here's the thing. What they say about the best salesman in the world, it's not about getting them to say yes. It's about not giving them a reason to say no.
And let me tell you, because she absolutely,
I mean?
She brought it up to the table. She was like, look, you get fucking trashed. She's right. I took 9 shots on stage last time. It happened. All right. Yeah. Over the course of an hour and 10-minute set, I did 9 shots of alcohol.
I have been there for what? I have been to what? I've been to at least 2 out of your last 5 headline spots, and you was trashed.
I like drinking when I'm doing headline comedy. I don't do it that often.
Let me not say trash. This late night says you was fucked up.
But here's the thing. Was I good?
Yeah.
Like, no. Not just like, oh man, we're laughing at this guy because he's drunk. Was I good?
You was good. The one I had featured for, you cussed me out beforehand. When I was on stage, you told me, you was like, fuck you, you son of a bitch.
I don't remember that at all.
When we was in Benton Harbor? Was that Benton Harbor?
Oh, yeah, no, I was fucked up at that one. Okay, so I forgot about, I completely blacked out Benton Harbor. I blacked out Benton Harbor. That was a bad night. I mean, it was a fine show, but it was a bad night for me.
Hey, man. I need that still shot. Yeah, nah, man, listen. Honestly, I think it'd be dope. I think it'd be great. And also, how many
I will be
people can
limiting
say
my alcoholic beverages.
But how many people can say that they rock? We were saying before, you know what I mean, the night of their wedding.
How many people can say that they rocked a headline and set the night before the wedding?
You get to rock your last time as a single man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Officially. You know what I mean? And then after that next one is different. It's a different life experiences. Everything is different after that. So to have both of your passions, both of these beautiful things that you, and I'm not saying she's a thing, but these two
she's a thing.
events
That's so rude.
Occur, you know what I mean, in that same weekend. You can't beat that. Well, you can't
so
beat that.
Mike Kane, shout out Mike Kane. If you haven't met him yet, you will be meeting him. Mike Kane, he's the owner of Amplified Events. It's a DJ company, Northwest Indiana, Chicago. Shout out Mike Kane. Shout out Amplified Events. Mike Kane gave me some great advice because he does weddings all the time. He did, obviously, his own wedding, friends' weddings, yada, yada, yada. He's in the industry. It's what he does, right? So, gave me some really, really good advice. He said, everybody's going to be in town for that weekend, right? Like, you're doing your rehearsal dinner on Thursday. Your wedding's on Friday.
Yeah, that's a full... The wedding's on
Have
Friday.
A kegger.
No.
Right, he said,
the wedding's on Saturday.
Wedding's on Saturday. So that's what I'm saying. The rehearsal's on Thursday. The wedding's on Saturday. He was like, have a party. Have a kegger. Do something. Everybody's going to be in town on Friday night, right? And my absolute plan was, I got a kegerator. Yeah. I got a backyard for it. I got the garage for it. That would have been really, really nice, right?
Yeah.
You know what would be even better? On that wedding website, advertising that you can also go to a comedy show the night before the wedding featuring the motherfucking groom. Oh, and two of the groomsmen.
Hey, we turning up. It's crazy. It's
and
crazy.
Like, I'm going to ask, my request is to ask Robin, and I don't know if they're going to go for this. Shout out Decibels at On the Rocks and Robin and Joe. I'm shouting them out.
Right.
So my ask is going to be, if you show up to the headlining spot with a wedding invite, you get a free entry. Because, like, Lacey brought out a good point. She's like, I don't want you to have to make people, oh, man, they feel like they have to go to your wedding. They feel like they have to go to your show because it's the night before the wedding, but then they have to pay $10. It's like, you're right. There's a point to that I understand and I agree with.
You give them discount.
I'm gonna ask for it as a wedding gift, man.
All the money gonna go to y'all as a gift too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with double dipping. Ain't nothing wrong with double dipping.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with double dipping.
But I'm gonna talk to Joe and Robin, and I'm gonna see what I can do to make it special.
That's dope. Hey man, I'm with it.
So you're gonna be busy that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Hey, I'm with it.
Yeah. I already, Lacey still technically has not decided, but my name is already in the books.
Oh, look, it's happening. It's happening. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever.
So, with all that being said, I think Justin Fields is going to Las Vegas.
Okay. Let's do this. All right, y'all. That 15-minute induction ain't had shit to do with the basis of this podcast being around sports, but since we gonna do this, we've been talking about this for a while, and we've already had this discussion on the show in the previous. But first of all, free agency has been crazy the past 2 days.
Not for the fucking Bears.
If you watching the show, the free agency, no, not for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys ain't did a goddamn thing.
Them neither.
If you love football, the NFL is going to look completely different next season.
It's gonna be fucking wild.
I honestly don't remember this many moves, this many major moves in the offseason in quite some time in NFL. Right? Like, flat out. It has been a very busy opening day to free agency. And I'm talking, like, normally when the NFL draft comes, right? The NFL draft, you get a lot of movement on draft day. Opening day to free agency, it's been crazy. I'm talking about marquee players jumping, just team to team to team. Watch this. You've got marquee players going to teams within the same division.
Which is fucking bananas to me.
That's crazy, right? You know, with that being said, the hot button topic is the Chicago Bears. They have the first round #1 draft pick. So they are
number 9.
They are on the spotlight. They own the clock.
They're on the clock right the fuck now.
Nationwide, worldwide, right? Like, they are on the spotlight on what to do with Justin Fields. Now, if you follow college football, the #1 prospect, which is a quarterback, Caleb Williams from USC, right, is the potential #1 draft pick. Okay, he's been that throughout the season and, of course, leading up to it now. Right? Now, if you follow football, here's my thing. Right? And I've had a very heated debate with clearly a homer and a Bears fan who has had enough with Justin Fields. You are a Bears fan and have, shared your sentiments on Justin Fields and the Bears organization. My point is, the Bears have a good quarterback. He's been there 3 years. I get it. But the coaching staff has switched up 3 times on him, right? First of all, if you know anything about football, when you get a quarterback in the NFL, right, it is the #1 position, it is the most important position. But as the position itself, everything around the position must be right. You got to have the proper system. You got to have the proper staff, right? And you got to have the proper personnel to give them the best chance to succeed. If you know anything about the Chicago Bears, they are notorious for not giving their QB the proper chance to succeed. Justin Fields, if Mike Vick never existed, after Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields is the best athletic QB the NFL has seen.
Get rid of the word athletic. Is he the best quarterback that the league has seen since he's entered the draft, or since he's entered the league?
No. But hear me out. He is a legit QB. He came from a legit system at Ohio State, right? You have to build a system around your leader to give them the best chance to succeed, right? The Bears never did that. Okay? Now, every blue moon, I'll give you guys this. Every blue moon, there is a quarterback that can succeed in spite of, right? Tom Brady could take a motherfucker off the street that ain't worth a goddamn, that was a mentor at the Boys and Girls Club, right?
Troy Aikman played with a shit rag team for the first 2 years of his fucking career.
Right, and be special, right? How many of them come along, though? Right, that is an anomaly, okay? A Peyton Manning, that's an anomaly, right?
So, what is your argument? Okay.
My argument is you guys haven't given a consistent base around this kid, right? The kid was running for his life because he didn't have a legit offensive line, okay? All right? At one point, he didn't have weapons. So y'all got weapons, y'all didn't have a line, right? When y'all got one or two weapons and one or two prospects on the line to protect the kid, the defense still wasn't worth a fuck, right? Then the actual scheme and the system in place for him to succeed was not enough. Okay, he wasn't a bust. Clearly, you saw the talent that he potentially had and what he was giving you, right? Now, was the son bitch running for his life half the goddamn time? Absolutely. I'm predicating my opinion on Justin Fields on those last 8 games that I saw from the Bears, where I saw continuity starting to come together. You saw the camaraderie starting to come together, the chemistry starting to come together with the Chicago Bears. Okay? Like, things started to click. They appeared to click where I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. Oh, okay, I like that. Sometimes we live in a world now in sports where you got 2-3 years to get it going and then you out the door. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer when you're trying to build something that has been gutted, right? And the Bears have been in shambles for a long goddamn time. You got a premier player, right? Okay, for instance, when y'all picked up my man from Denver,
Jay Cutler,
what was
right?
the QB? Jay Cutler. First thing I said, man, y'all got a gun. Y'all just need some bullets now.
Right.
Y'all just need some ammo, right? Y'all need talent on the outside. Y'all need a good tight end, right? And you need a line to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a few here and there. It's never been in sync. Either y'all had a great defense or y'all offense was lacking. When your offense looked like it could be something, defense was lacking. Or the coaching staff, right? Like, you got to hang your hat on something. I believe Justin Fields is a decent QB. You bring in Caleb Williams, you're bringing him into the same system that Justin Fields was struggling in. Okay, well, we gonna get a better system for him. Okay, your line still can't block. You telling me Caleb Williams is better on his feet than Justin Fields? Do you feel right now Caleb Williams can move in and out of the pocket better than Justin Fields?
I feel as though, I feel like we may have discussed this before. I feel that Caleb Williams and Justin Fields are entirely different scramblers when it comes to why they're scrambling. I feel like Justin Fields is scrambling because Justin Fields is doing one of two things. One, he's running for his life, and in his mind, he knows that he has up to 3 seconds before he has someone flat on his ass. Option two, he's scrambling because he's a scrambling quarterback in the same way that early Randall Cunningham or McNabb or Mike Vick were, right? That's just what the mold that he is. Now, And I hear you. Now, the other thing with Caleb Williams is, now to answer your question, so again, different styles. Caleb Williams is scrambling to find the opportunity to make the pass. Justin Fields is scrambling. He's looking to make the pass. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other, right? They're both obviously very good for certain situations and in certain offenses, yada, yada, etc. Caleb Williams is a scrambler in the way that a Patrick Mahomes or a Ben Roethlisberger is. They're moving to be able to find the pass option that's open. I'm going to ask you, just in your mind, first thing that comes to mind, what's a good game for a quarterback?
A good overall game?
Just like, oh man, how many yards? Good game for a quarterback. There's a well-defined, agreed-upon answer.
Well, see, if you talk about the prototypical quarterback that's going to be in the pocket, so between 250, 275.
What is the number that everyone agrees is the number you should hit for a good game as a quarterback? Starts with a 3 and it ends with 100.
I'm going to say 275.
300.
I'm going to say 275.
300.
And 275 and 3 tubs. No picks.
300.
No picks. 375.
300.
275. Okay. You want to go 300? Okay, we'll go 300.
Because that's the game. I just feel like if you're looking at the game, if you're looking at elite quarterbacks, if you're looking at what is an agreed upon.
Touchdowns.
I'm just talking yards. Fuck a touchdown.
Okay,
fuck a touchdown. I'm just talking straight yards. But no, there's a point to this. There's a point to this. Hold on. Yes, 300 passing yards. There's a point to this. How many 300-yard passing games do you think Justin Fields has in 35 games played in the NFL?
Oh, he ain't had many because he been running for his life. Not passing, but he done had 300-yard games. The son bitch damn near done had 300 running.
One.
How many yards? How? Okay, what's his total yards?
I'll find that right now.
What was the max of his yards running?
You want total yards?
And he not the premier running back, right? And how many of those runs were designed runs? See, my thing is, okay, here's my thing. You got to take everything in totality. We can't pick and choose, right? Oh, we want to denigrate a motherfucker. Okay? Everything got to be in totality. You see what I'm saying? Like, if your offensive coordinator is throwing out there bullshit plays, your offensive line can't block, well, goddamn it, I got to do what I got to do. For instance, Lamar Jackson this year decided to stop running and I'm just going to start passing this motherfucker and run when I absolutely have to. Lamar Jackson was taking far more sacks than he has ever taken before, where he could have broke off running. To the point that it was at some points, motherfuckers was like, man, is he injured? Like, why isn't he running? Like, people was upset with their parlays and they gambling and they picks and they fantasy shit. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to prove he was a pocket passer. Flat out.
Okay. I hear you. And I'm gonna bring up his.
You gotta take it in totality, man.
I'm bringing up his running averages as well, because I'm gonna let's compare and we'll talk about this, and I'll tell you why I get so angry.
Like, y'all, 100 yards is 100 yards, baby.
Okay, so I agree with you. So the total agreed upon is what's a good yardage for a game is 300 period, right? Let's say 300 total yards per game. Okay.
Right.
So on average, I want to play the guessing game because I really want to just, from a statistical perspective, show you what it's like to be a Bears fan. Okay. Last 3 seasons. How many? Let's not even do Let's do last 3 seasons. Last 3 seasons on average. How many yards per game do you think that he has thrown?
He gotta be average. He gotta be between 175 and 210.
160. 160 yards on average.
He's average
per game. Passing. What is his average completion percentage? Now let's 65% is considered a good average for quarterbacks in the NFL.
Okay, he 45, close to 50.
60. He's at 60. I'm gonna give him that. All right, he's just a little below.
Okay.
All right. How many touchdowns do you think that he's thrown on these are passing stats. Okay.
Okay.
How many touchdowns do you think he's gotten?
In the past 3 years?
Past 3 years.
The average or the total?
Either or.
40?
On the dot.
I was gonna say it had to be about 40.
In the last 3 years. Yep. 40 in the last 3 years.
Now running.
Hold on. We're getting there. 30 interceptions. 30 interceptions. 30 interceptions.
Ooh.
30 of them. Okay? But you're right. Let's go to running here. Average yards per game.
Now they ain't telling you how many. Okay. So if it's 30 interceptions, let's take away.
Sure, take a full 10.
Okay, I was gonna say let's take it for tips and for bad routes run, right?
Yes.
I can't put them all on
10.
him.
Take a full 10.
Because we've even seen Patty Mahomes have some 2-pick games where, it fall on the quarterback because the stats say interception, but if you were watching the game, you can clearly tell that he ain't had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Look how many drop balls Patrick Mahomes done had this year. It wasn't on him. Motherfuckers was dropping the ball. But
I think we can agree that 30 turnovers is a lot, right?
Well, oh yeah, hell
in 3 years, 30 turnovers is a lot.
We was on Jameis Winston asked about that in Tampa Bay before Tom Brady got there. This motherfucker got 5,000 passing yards. He had 30. What was it? 36 touchdowns or some shit like that in the season, along with, or it was 33 touchdowns and 33 interceptions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got all them yards driving them down the field and turning the goddamn ball over. You can't turn the ball over in the league. We all know that.
30 turnovers is a lot over the course of 3 years. You know what would be crazy, though? If to add to those 30 interceptions, Coffee, to add to those 30 interceptions, 38 fumbles.
He tried.
68 turnovers in 3 years. He's played 35 games and turned the ball over 68 times. That is almost exactly 2 turnovers per game just on his shoulders. That's fucked up. And here's the fucked up part. Before we started this whole debacle, I didn't even fucking know that stat. I just learned that stat here researching this shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what your offensive line looks like. If you turn the ball over 70 times in 3 years, you're fucked.
And I know this sounds like I keep on passing the buck, right?
Hard, bro.
But I get it. But I genuinely need to ask you. When you look at the history of the Bears, right? If we go back to Mitch, if we go back to whoever the QB was before Mitch, and the QB before that, and like how much is on him? Like, how many times y'all gonna keep on putting it on the player? Because here's the thing. Statistically, right? Y'all talk about stats, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all talking about potential, right? Potential is something you can't really measure because it's coming from college. It's all systematic, right? For instance, Geno Smith, okay? Sam Darnold. All right, now these are players that came from good schools, good systems, West Coast offense. It all depends on the system you come in. Like I brought up Vince Young. Vince Young was a great collegiate athlete. 4 years, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Heisman.
He got stuck with Jeff Fisher, who didn't even want him. So the development wasn't there. He was trying to overcome it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
you're making your coffee. Here's the thing.
How many times y'all gonna keep on kicking these guys to the wayside and say, okay, well, he was a bust. Well, he was a bust. Well, he was a bust. Till y'all start saying, who the fuck is picking the coup? If they all ain't shit, then who the fuck is analyzing them? Because whoever analyzing them ain't shit either.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
When are we going to start really reviewing what's happening with the coaching in the front office that keep all these players can't be shit, man. They all ain't shit.
Can I ask a question though?
Watch this. Was Alshon Jeffrey not shit?
Can I ask a question?
Alshon Jeffrey went to the Eagles and was the man. Y'all said Alshon didn't do shit for y'all.
Alshon Jeffrey was fantastic for the first. Let's get that straight. I was very upset when he left. He was a great wide receiver. Loved him from the beginning.
Okay, but
his last name is spelled exactly the way that my first name is spelled.
It was fans that was, oh man, Alshon
Loved
ain't nothing we get rid of. Look what
Chicago fans are bitter. Chicago fans are bitter. I approach things from a logical and statistical perspective, and I think that should be noted.
I appreciate that.
With that being said, Koffe, you know what I want out of my quarterback in their first 3 years in the league? I want about
him to win in spite of
8,000 yards. I want about 60 touchdowns. I want a quarterback rating in the first 3 seasons. I want about 8,000 yards, and I want about 60 touchdowns, and I want them to do it in spite of being probably the worst organization in professional sports. But here's the thing, Koffe. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Koffe.
You want Redenbach with popcorn. That's what you want.
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I want.
What do you want?
I want Matt Stafford. Because last time I checked, the Detroit Lions are the worst organization in football. And that motherfucker got drafted after Rod Marinelli, and he is now a guaranteed Hall of Famer.
Okay, now watch this.
He did that with the Detroit Lions.
And Megatron. Okay, now watch this. Now think about it.
We got fucking DJ Moore. I'm not saying he's Megatron. Megatron, dear God, he's fucking legend, all-time great.
You right. No, okay, that's a fair point. But let me counteract that. How many years did they betray Matt Stafford, bro?
Oh, he got fucked.
Like they betrayed that man.
But that's kind of proving my point, because he's never thrown.
But they betrayed that man.
He has never thrown. I'm lying. He did not throw less than 4,000 yards starting in his 3rd season, which, by the way, do you remember his 3rd?
Calories,
No,
Jeff.
No, it's not empty calories.
Jeff, that's empty
fuck you.
calories, Jeff.
Fuck you. His 3rd season, he threw for 5,000 yards. 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns. I don't give a fuck. I want a quarterback that make the throws. Justin Fields can't make fucking throws. I want a quarterback.
You know what you want? You know what you want?
What?
You want to go to the strip club. That's what you
Always.
Want. You want to go to the strip club. You want to get a few bottles. Right? You want the stripper to come through. You know, you want to take you to the back room.
Oh, you know what? No, here's the thing. Hold on. Hear me out. I don't like this. I don't. Because I'm not. I don't want it. I don't want it.
You want to do all that, and you don't want to bust a nut. So you want to get teased up. You want to get riled up.
You're making a good point. How many fucking playoff games did Justin Fields win me?
None. But again,
0.
The stipulations around this man, he has not gotten the opportunity to be able to get y'all to bust a nut. Y'all didn't. I want to know when y'all going to sit here and legitimately. Okay, here's the question then. Here's the question. Right?
Changing the goal lines. I'm just talking about a good quarterback. I'm not talking about the playoffs. It's the playoffs. Playoffs require you to be
so that makes you feel better as a fan base. So
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Strip away all this bullshit. Strip away all this bullshit. Let me be honest with you. No. Listen, seriously. I called this shit when we drafted him. Okay, I called this shit when we drafted him. He's a quarterback that came out of Ohio State. He was in that fucking spread-ass fucking Spurrier system that's just spread-ass fucking options in the shotgun. It's the same one with all the rest of the fucking quarterbacks that come out of Ohio State that end up getting turned into tight ends.
But he got
it
talent.
was a shitty fucking.
He got talent
He's
around
talented as fuck. Absolutely,
no,
he can
but
scramble
he
and run
has
for 1,000
around
yards.
him. Right?
You're saying at
Right, what
Ohio
happens-
State? Yeah. You can't
what
play
happens
that
if y'all-
style offense in the NFL.
So you telling me y'all can't sit there and hold on to him and trade out of it and pick up Marvin Harrison Jr.? You telling me you don't want Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I absolutely want Marvin Harrison Jr., but if
and-
Marvin
and
Harrison
trade him
Jr.
away
is
and
the
get
third
some-
option, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is the third option in that fucking play, he's never going to get looked at because Justin Fields runs after option 1.
Marvin Harrison Jr. would never be a third option.
Absolutely. They put him in the slot.
He ain't gonna be the third option.
My
in
point
that
is,
offense.
You're right. He's a
trade
generational
that
talent.
first
Dear
pick.
God, I would love for that fucking
You
thing.
get
Jesus,
you get
I
a
would love
left
that.
tackle, you get a right tackle, you get some quality. Come on, meet up front. Come on, dog. Y'all just got DeAndre Swift. Y'all just took a running back, bro. A quality running back.
I'm telling you,
Come on, bro.
he's broken, and we did that to him. By your own admission, institutionally, we
Did the
broke
Bears
him.
break him? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you give me that much. You
Fuck
give me
yeah.
that much.
The Bears broke him, and that's my problem.
So why would
Coffee? Let me
why
tell.
y'all
Let me.
wanna break
No.
Caleb
Listen.
Williams
Listen.
then? Come on,
Listen.
dog.
Listen, man.
Come on, man.
I loved Justin Fields. I was so happy with the pick. I thought it was the right choice. I liked him coming out of the fucking pro day. I thought that I was going to be wrong because of his attitude. I thought that he was getting along with everybody. I thought he was making the fucking throws. He looked like a goddamn all-star from day one. That season we ran for over 1,000 yards was fucking electrifying. Everybody was talking about him. I love Justin Fields. But you're right. We didn't prioritize shit. We didn't do anything for the offensive line. We didn't do anything for him in terms of options, and he ended up getting shit on by every opposing defensive lineman that was thrown at him. This is why, because when you're a quarterback, there's an offensive mind clock that's instilled in your brain, and you know,
Absolutely.
boom, hike, 1, 2, okay, I'm going to get sacked now. That's where he's at. He's at 3 seconds. And here's the other thing. It's difficult.
That's too damn long.
That's what I'm saying. So if your mental clock, and that's hard to break. That's a PTS fucking D thing, dude. This man's had concussions. This man has had injuries. He now has a traumatic response. This is a built-in.
He's serviceable to anybody else?
This is a sports psychological thing now at this point. He's going to need a sports psychologist to break free of the fact that he'll have less than 4 seconds to throw a ball.
He is not serviceable. Okay, away from Chicago. Do you think him as a quarterback is unserviceable to anybody else?
I think that he could be a really, really good quarterback if you put him behind the best offensive line in the world and you give him the best sports psychologist to show him, hey, look, you're going to be able to go more than 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds back here before you get your ass handed to you. Even more so because you can actually handle it, and you can handle it by running around. You're great at that. Make the play extended.
What makes you think the coaching staff and organization won't do the same thing to Caleb Williams? And we won't be back here in the next 3 years having the same conversation about Caleb Williams.
I have no evidence nor personal belief to give you that won't be the case. But that's not my argument. My argument isn't that I think that Caleb Williams is going to be better than Justin Fields in the long run. My argument is that the Chicago Bears have failed as an organization, ruined Justin Fields as a player, somebody that could have been a blue chip player in the NFL. He had the talent. He had the talent of somebody that could have been next level, but the Chicago Bears fundamentally ruined that mental clock that every quarterback has, and you can't fucking do that, bro.
I see your point. I respect that. I respect it. So it's like, okay, well, we done broke him. We got to get somebody else. It's not that Justin Fields never had it. It's that he broke him. We got to find somebody else.
It's that we fucked up.
You don't think he's capable of being rehabbed?
I absolutely do. And that's the other thing that's depressing. That's depressing as fuck. Oh no, because the media in Chicago, because the expectations of quarterbacks. Here's the other problem that we don't talk about enough in the NFL is that we don't allow players to develop at all. We don't allow
At
players
all.
to develop. We have too much pressure, and it's a vicious cycle because you have a very young, optimistic player that's coming into this league. They're fucking loaded
Absolutely.
with talent. They're loaded with expectations, the entire expectations of a fucking city. Sometimes a state, a region of the country is placed upon this person's neck like a goddamn albatross, okay? You put them out there. It's not just his job that's on the line. It's the GM. It's the coach. It's the offensive fucking coordinator. It's the quarterback control coach. It's the offensive control coach. It's 16 different people that are on the line
it's a
right
lot of
now.
moving parts. Yeah.
Whose head is it going to be? Is it going to be that guy right there, or is it going to be my head? What it boils down to is it doesn't matter if you're a quarterback of the Chicago Bears or if you're a cashier at the Dollar General. You are an employee, and you will be replaced if it makes the boss look better.
Okay. I hear that. That's valid. That's valid.
It's not cool.
Is
But it's
Caleb
valid.
Williams, what percent do you feel of belief is in that Caleb Williams pick?
So that's where in the interest
A
in my
USC
own
quarterback.
That's where in the interest in my own personal beliefs is interesting in this whole conversation, because I truly do believe, like, there's separate things in my mind. I think that Justin Fields is broken, and I don't think that he'll be able to succeed in a Chicago Bears uniform, especially after the current controversy. It's just going to fuck with him even more mentally.
It is a
needs a
very
fresh break,
messy
too.
situation.
For his own mental health, I think that he needs a break too for him, because he's a good dude and he deserves the
That's
fucking
fair.
best. He's a good dude.
That's fair.
He's never been anything but a fucking great guy and a great ambassador to the fucking organization and to the city of Chicago. Justin Fields was a fucking great ambassador to the city of Chicago. I fucking
He
loved
never
him.
quit.
Never fucking
gave
quit on this team.
everything.
He never talked shit.
He gave
And he
everything
fucking
he had.
could've.
He had one blip when he said he didn't like playing in the cold. That was it.
Who cares? I don't like living in the cold. Fuck this place.
But, you know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
his only indictment.
I don't give a shit. I don't
That
give
was
a
his
fuck.
only indictment.
He was fantastic, and we ruined him, and I'm sorry. I hope wherever he goes, I hope that at the very least he gets to make several $1 million a year holding a clipboard and sipping on Gatorade on the sideline. He deserves that. Oh, but to answer your question, no, Caleb Williams is a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback from USC. He's going to come to the NFL and be out of the NFL within 3 years.
But listen, I had a conversation with this guy today, close friend of mine,
Fucking depressing.
family. I said, do you understand the plight of USC quarterbacks
Matt
in terms
Leinart,
of the NFL?
Carson Palmer,
Right?
Mark Sanchez.
The Sanchez.
I hear you, dude. I hear you.
Donald.
He has
Like-
he has objective talent. I think that he
man.
shows some really cool. He shows some really cool abilities. I think that you see that. Like I said, he does absolutely show the ability to scramble, to make plays, to go out of the pocket, and to do the goddamn thing. Is he going to be able to do it outside of sunny Southern California? I don't know. Hopefully, we can get him a dome stadium in a couple years to figure it out.
Like at what cost? That's my thing. Right? At some point in time, it's at what cost? Right?
First overall pick of the draft.
What you know? Come on, man. Yeah, you got to give him something. Because every situation, and again, if Caleb Williams is gonna be the pick, and somehow
And
y'all
he's
move
going
on,
to
y'all
be.
figure this out, and this is gonna be hard for y'all to trade out of, right? Either y'all gonna have to keep him, because when you start rolling down the line of places that need quarterbacks, and you talking about a guy that was a first round pick, you're not talking about a guy that been in the league 6 and not a serviceable. This guy was in
He's
Chicago
24.
in a bad system. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's 24.
what team is going to take him on and then build something around him? That
He
you
needs
can
somebody that is
convince
going to be
do
a
something?
godlike teacher. He needs somebody that's like, he needs, you know what he needs? He needs Apollo Creed in Rocky 3.
Yeah, because you got. Well, here's the thing. You're right on one thing. It is the mental.
Absolutely.
It is the mental. I believe. I've been saying this now for betterment of 4 years publicly in talking about sports, but I realized within the past 7-8 years, and it's always been important, like we know this, like it's always been important, but now it's a new light shed on it. A lot of sports pundits, they try to like not talk about it, or they talk about it generally when a player is broken, but mentally, right, your mentals, like having, I feel like all teams from high school on up, as much as position coaches should be, there should be a performance coach, a mental coach there with some of these players, right? Like you should
sports
have
psychologist,
that.
absolutely. Like
Yeah,
so that, absolutely.
Like,
They're
you
needed.
gotta have that because everybody tick different, right?
Yeah.
Everybody tick different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody battling something, you know, to lock it in. But if he is broken, man, I don't know, man.
I think that is
really
he broken?
don't
Look, I
know.
I think he's broken. I think that that's the case.
That's tough,
regardless,
man.
though, it's a marketing decision. It's a commercial decision, and with that being the case, the draft is on Thursday, April 25th this year. We are obviously doing a live stream. We talked about it. We're going to live stream. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see what happens.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I would like to lay a bet at your feet right now. We are exactly 1 month and 12 days away from the NFL draft. Okay.
What you got?
42, I don't know the dates. This is a lot. I'm betting you 1 ounce of Michigan's finest that the Chicago Bears will be drafting Caleb Williams.
Let me ask you, will Justin Fields still be on the team and they have a QB battle, or will they move on from Justin Fields?
I feel like does this have to be part of the bet?
No, it ain't got to be part of the bet.
All right, thank God. Because frankly, I don't fucking know. Because on one hand, I think that it would be stupid to keep Justin Fields on hand just to have a quarterback controversy.
It's gonna fuck with his mentals for sure.
BOFUM, both of them. But on the other hand, I don't know if we have a serviceable quarterback trade. There's not a trade market right now, like you said. Not a lot of places right now where you can get top dollar. I mean, I would love to get at least a second round draft pick for this guy, maybe a third. You're not getting a first.
I feel like you guys would be able to get more. It's just free agency starting, and as busy as it was, it really fucked them over.
Yeah.
Like Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta was
wild.
That was wild. First of all, shout out to Kirk Cousins as we get ready to wrap it up.
Dude,
Kirk
talk about
Cousins,
comebacks. Talk about comebacks.
Listen, Kirk Cousins is the perfect application to an athlete in whatever sport betting on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Franchise, go ahead and franchise tag me. I'll take that guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins not winning one playoff game and making over $300+ million. It changes the narrative when people when these teams, they try to sell you on, oh, it's what you've done in the playoffs. That's bullshit. For him to not have be a great regular season QB, but not done dick in the playoffs, and then still somehow manage to get $100 million. Come on, man. And I ain't shitting on Kirk because I love Kirk. I think he's a great guy, and he's a serviceable QB. You know who Kirk Cousins is? You know who Kirk Cousins? I'm gonna tell you who should have got Kirk Cousins' money. Fitzmagic.
I mean, honestly,
if you think about Fitzmagic and all what he did as a backup, and when he would be a starter, Kirk Cousins ain't did more than Fitzmagic. Hey, right now, look up real
Kirk
quick
Cousins
before we get out of here. How many?
He's like the Kyle.
How many playoffs wins did Fitzmagic win? How many playoff games did Fitzmagic started? How many playoff games has he won? Has he ever? He got about 1 or 2 up under him. I want to say.
No playoff rings. No playoff wins.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm done. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, they both ain't did the same.
Yeah.
Who made more money?
Well, that's now.
And who was as electrifying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially Buffalo.
Oh man. Listen, I love Fitzmagic.
I just like
that
the beard.
That was my guy.
I like the beard.
Well,
I mean, come on.
We got it off our chest. Look. Hey, we coming back again. We coming back again tomorrow because we got some NBA stuff we need to talk about. We got some life stats that we need to talk about.
Life stats.
It was good. Life stats.
Absolutely.
I love it.
You ever see that show? I know we're getting out of here, but have you ever see that show Silicon Valley on HBO?
Yeah, hell yeah.
They made a. I watched it through the second time. They made a Tanya Harding.
I have been unsuccessful like Kirk Cousins and Justin Fields as performing that Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding joke, and I'm gonna keep on working at it.
Well, he's gonna work at it. I'm gonna go to sleep. Love you, buddy, and I will talk to you soon.
Sweet. Peace out, y'all. It's still